Dry, sunny, and near seasonal weather coming our way today. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
A double homicide in Middleton leads to a deadly standoff in Vernon County. What we know about the chase. The death toll keeps climbing in Texas. Now more than 160 people are missing from those 4th of July floods. The mounting pressure over warnings that never came. If you're worried about the economy, there are ways to protect your money. Tips to help your wallet weather uncertain times. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, July 9th. We'll send it over now to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's going to tell us what we can expect out there today. The sun's coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a mayfly or a spider coming up too.
Yeah, it could be a new children's book here, Sunshine, the Spider and Me. That'll be the new book right there as we get into it. Hey, we have not only sunshine today and, of course, near seasonal temperatures, we have showers returning for Thursday. They'll be tracking west to east out of the region slowly. And then we pick up going into Friday with more storms popping into the picture starting in the morning and then continuing on pretty much throughout the day. And we could see some heavy rainfall for some folks as well. Right now, you're looking at some areas picking up some low visibilities due to patchy fog, which will end as we go through the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour. And of course, that will get out of the way. We'll hold on to a look at what's happening there. Thunderstorm activity going through the Dakotas as well, all the way down into Wichita. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's where the severe weather is going to be today and portions of that for tomorrow. We are looking at sunshine abound today from La Crosse all the way up to Eau Claire as well. You see that sunshine continue on, 60s, 70s, and the low 80s for them there. And of course, we have near seasonal temperatures. We could get up to 85. Some of the models are saying maybe 82 to 83 degrees. We'll look at it for today. You're going though, 85 expected for La Crosse, 82 for Eau Claire. Other locations will be kind of mixed right into the center of that. You go up to the northeast in the region, you're looking at upper 70s to the lower 80s. Then we get into Friday, we have a chance of severe weather popping into the picture, and that will be a low risk. And when I come back, I'll give you an overview of how that all shapes up. But for now, here's a look at the next 4 days, your local weather.
Turning now to a developing story, a double homicide suspect is dead after a standoff in Vernon County. Middleton police say they found a man and woman dead in their home on Stonebrook Circle yesterday. Officials say the suspect fled and led police on a chase to Vernon County, where his vehicle was stopped along Highway 14 between Viroqua and Reedstown. During the standoff, authorities say the suspect took his own life.
We're assisting another agency, and more information is being gathered. But to the public, situation's under control. The public is not in any danger.
Police have not identified the victims or suspect yet. An Eau Claire teenager faces charges after federal agents seized illegal weapon modifiers. Jaden Camdis is charged with 4 felony counts of attempting to possess machine gun conversion devices. Authorities first found those devices when stopping a package addressed to a fake name. Officials say when questioned, Camdis denied knowing about the package, but later discussed the website where they were sold. His preliminary hearing is July 22nd. More than 160 people still missing after that deadly July 4th flooding in central Texas killed at least 110. Historic rainfall sent those rivers surging Friday. Officials say the death toll will keep climbing. Survivors, meanwhile, demanding answers about why they got no early warning. CBS News' Naomi Ruckham reports.
So this is the water line here on the front door. So my stepdad was in here sleeping.
John Vineyard says his stepfather was rescued by firefighters as floodwaters rushed inside his Ingram, Texas home on July 4th. That was after his mother, Colleen Lucas, had hurried home from work to warn her husband about the catastrophic conditions, but was unable to reach him.
Grabbed a hold of the door, put one foot out, and the water was up to here.
Saved from the flood, the family must now put their lives and home back together again.
Don't even know where to start, where to begin. It's devastating.
A few miles away in Kerrville Tuesday, an emotional city council meeting.
I wish to God there was a way we could have warned them.
That's the question local officials continue to face in the aftermath of this tragedy, which has been blamed for more than 100 deaths.
All those questions will be answered, but the priority right now is bringing people home.
Search and rescue teams continue the grueling task of finding those who are still missing, including 5 children and a young counselor from Camp Mystic.
It happened so quickly that no one really had time.
Sisters Lily and Paige Kummerfeld evacuated the all-girls camp, but survival has taken an emotional toll.
I feel guilty that we were so safe in oblivious while they were living hell on earth.
The sisters say they owe their lives to the brave first responders whose work is far from over. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott flew over the destruction yesterday and says lawmakers will meet soon to discuss flood response. President Trump plans to visit Texas Friday. We're closely monitoring the situation and will bring you updates as they develop. Multiple sources say Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth paused weapons shipments to Ukraine without telling the White House. President Trump suggested he was not behind the pause during yesterday's cabinet meeting. This marks Hegseth's second weapons halt this year. The first happened in February. Trump was blunt about Russian President Vladimir Putin's role in stalling progress.
We get a lot of bullshit thrown at us by Putin, for you want to know the truth. He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless.
Trump commented on a new Russia sanctions bill, saying he's looking at it very strongly, but the final decision is his. And here at home, your car just got more expensive in Onalaska. City Council there approving a new wheel tax. The 4-2 vote means you'll pay $25 a year for each vehicle you keep in the city. The tax covers a projected budget deficit of more than $300,000, and the money can only go toward transportation costs. Council members added the 3-year limit after public pushback.
I understand the concerns. I mean, $25 here, $15 there. What's next? But if you're going to do something, you have to keep the city functioning.
Some officials say it beats closing the library or aquatic center or hitting every household with a fire protection fee. The tax will start November 1st, running through 2028. And we did a poll on our website asking you whether you think a $25 wheel tax to fund transportation projects in Onalaska is worthwhile. 18.5% of respondents said yes, 76.9% said no, and 4.6% said they were unsure. Your driving costs are climbing statewide too. Starting in October, vehicle title fees will jump $50. License renewals cost $8.50 more. The increases come from the state's new budget to fix roads and bridges. Governor Tony Evers says that'll raise nearly $200 million. Lights on Winona Highway 43 bridges will be turned off during mayfly hatching. Yeah, 'tis the season. It is to reduce the number of mayflies on the bridge. They're attracted to lights, and a large number of them can cause slippery roads. The Cooley Coalition needs volunteers for the 2025 homeless count. The point-in-time count takes place overnight, July 23rd to 24th, to survey unsheltered individuals and families in the region. Organizers say the effort provides a critical snapshot that informs funding, services, and policy decisions statewide. If you'd like to help, contact Monica Horner at 608-412-0415. A local domestic violence shelter just received a funding boost. The Tavern League of Wisconsin presented this check to New Horizons, $10,000 at Mount La Crosse. That's the local shelter helping domestic and sexual abuse survivors. Since La Crosse hosts the Tavern League state convention in October, they say they wanted to support an organization making a difference here.
It's amazing. It just fills my heart because it's going to be put to great use. It's going to go right back out to the people who need it the most.
New Horizons says the money will be put toward keeping the shelter running and providing everyday essentials to its residents. The Northern Wisconsin State Fair is set to open in just a few hours in Chippewa Falls. More than 100,000 people will pack the fairgrounds for Wisconsin agriculture, food, and some big-name entertainment. Hairball, Flo Rida, and Foreigner all hitting the stage this year. We'll have more for you at noon. The time now is 6:07. Still ahead on your morning news, President Trump announcing a 50% tariff. We'll tell you on what. A Ram recall may not have fixed its problem, and the La Crosse Raising Cane's has an opening date. And economic uncertainty is causing anxiety for Americans. Coming up, we'll take a look at how to secure your finances. And now, sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. A Menominee firefighter and his K-9 partner are in Texas helping flood survivors. Lieutenant Andrew Kish and K-9 Reaper left yesterday to join Wisconsin Task Force 1 for 2 weeks of search and recovery. They're helping families devastated by that historic flooding, and the Menominee Fire Department says they are proud of Kish's willingness to help those who suffered unimaginable lost. 2 heroes there. And as you start to wake up this morning, whoa, leaving you with a quick wake-up call with the Chesapeake Conservancy's osprey nest in Kent Island, Maryland. Looks like we got a mama and some babies. Yeah, and nice water view that they have. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
Stop in for a treat at Holman Locker and Meat Market. Our award-winning ice cream comes in several flavors, available in a cone or a pint. Try our featured ice cream, Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Find everything you need to create the yard of your dreams. From garden equipment, lawn and plant care, bird and wildlife supplies, and even outdoor decor. We have it all. Enjoy your backyard again with Cutter Backyard Ready to Spray Bug Control. It kills insects fast, controlling them for up to 12 weeks. Get a 32-ounce ready-to-use container for just $7.54 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards. Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
There are days I feel stuck in my head. Even on an antidepressant, lingering depression symptoms can make it hard to break through. I wanted more from my antidepressant. I asked about Vraylar. Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant significantly reduces overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone.
Vraylar isn't approved for elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, tremors, slow or uncontrolled body movements, restlessness and feeling like you need to move, nausea, constipation, insomnia, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Save on Stressless by the truckload at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Every season, Stressless updates styles and leathers, but first we need to make room. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we took advantage of big discounts on discontinued styles, leathers, and overstocks. Now we're passing a truckload of savings on to you. You'll find sofas, love seats, chairs and ottomans, even power recliners, all at amazingly low prices. Don't delay. Quantities are extremely limited. Take advantage of truckload savings on Stressless, only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Summer is here. Get everything you need for grilling or smoking with the Summer Freezer Filler Bundle from the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
All right, let's take it back outside to get you set up for your ride to work here today, holding on to the possibility of showers and storm activity working through the forecast area. This is going to continue on, and they're going to make me walk out to the BAM, so I'm going to get there in just a second, but we're looking at 63 degrees currently right now with a 10-mile visibility range. You're also going to be seeing a nice-looking view. This is what happens when you get into July. You get a whole lot of green, you get some mayflies out there as well, and then, of course, you're going to be seeing the roadways looking pretty good, then turning into sunshine, and then showers and storm activity is going to be working through the area. Eau Claire also looking great out there. Man, that's a nice looking sky, but a little bit of cloud cover out in the distance there, as you can see over the ridge top there. And eventually you're going to hold on to some cloud cover getting out of the way and getting into that sunshine and finish out your day today. Dry conditions out there right now, and that's going to be that way for the better part of the today, as well as we slowly go into the overnight hours with mostly clear skies, then pick up a few clouds going into the overnight hours. Today you're looking at some 70s rolling in the picture here, coming in a little bit earlier by a degree or two, and then we'll pick up again. 4 o'clock, you're looking at temperatures holding on to those low to middle 80s possibly. You're still right now looking at some low 80s there, possibly up to 83 degrees. Looks like it's trying to get a little bit cooler because maybe we may pick up a little bit of a breeze, but right now the winds are supposed to be fairly light today. We get into the overnight hours, you see the clouds pop into the picture, and then boom, by 6:30 we're back in the rainfall potential here somewhere between 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the morning for your commute to work. And that will continue on as we finish out. Going into the zones, you're looking at possibilities of sunshine there. Some areas will see some fog in the forecast as well. As you roll into it, you can still see it, Soldiers Grove, at Gays Mills, down to Wazeeka as well, popping up to the central zone. You're looking at least 85 for La Crosse. And then once you get up to Ladysmith and Eau Claire, you're looking at 80 degrees to about 82 degrees. Let's look at your local forecast. Back to you.
In our morning consumer news, the clock is ticking for President Trump to strike trade deals with a dozen countries. Data shows the economic uncertainty is causing anxiety among a lot of Americans. Jen Sullivan looks at how you can grow your personal wealth amid the turmoil.
When it comes to the economy, Americans don't feel very optimistic. The Consumer Sentiment Index, which measures how people feel about the economy, has improved recently, but is still lower than a year ago. Experts say two big reasons are turmoil in the Middle East and possible tariffs.
We've seen consumer and business confidence taking some hits because of all of this.
Mark Hamrick with the financial company Bankrate says when you look at many of the indicators of how the economy is doing, the numbers are positive. June had a stronger than expected jobs report, and the latest consumer price index, which tracks the price of a variety of goods, showed inflation was cooling. So why do many Americans feel uneasy about the economy?
There has been a misalignment between so-called soft data and hard data, soft data being that which measures attitudes or sentiment, and the actual behavior, what people do.
Housing prices continue to rise and mortgage rates are still high. Those expenses account for a large portion of people's monthly budgets. Hamrick says there are some personal finance behaviors that may help consumers feel a little better about their wallet during times of economic uncertainty.
Make sure your savings is adequate, pay down debt.
Hamrick says take a hard look at your spending and put more money into a high-yield savings account, which pays an annual return of about 4%. That's much higher than just a regular savings account. Also look into certificates of deposit, known as CDs. Those accounts also offer a fixed rate of return. And don't forget to put money into a retirement account like a 401k.
And some new tariffs on the way for copper. President Trump says he'll impose a 50% tariff on all copper imports, though it's unclear when that will take effect. This would represent a fourth across-the-board tariff from the White House. Right now, there's a 25% tariff on imported cars and parts and a 50% tariff on all steel and aluminum. More than 1 million Ram pickup trucks could roll away without warning. Federal regulators are investigating a defect that lets trucks shift out of park without your foot on the brake or even the key in the ignition. Yikes. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration got 20 reports saying previous recall repairs did not work. Some incidents caused injuries, crashes, and even fires. And some better news for you now. Raising Cane's in La Crosse set to open August 19th. At the grand opening, 20 lucky customers will win free Cane's for a year. The Louisiana-based chicken finger chain aims to hire 100 crew members. You can apply in person July 21st through August 3rd. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. You hungry now, Art?
Oh man, all those times back in Louisiana hitting up Raising Cane's. In fact, y'all get out there, have some fun, enjoy that. Look at this big old trough of low pressure here. That's going to usher in some severe weather over the next couple of days. Not for us though. We're out of that until we get into Friday, but we'll keep an eye on that because you can see some storm activity developing as you get into Nebraska as well, portions of Wichita and all the way into the Dakotas. Hey, we're looking at this though, getting into it, we're looking at dry, it's near seasonal conditions today. If we get up to 85, then we'll be seasonal, but we're holding on to a chance of showers and storms going into tomorrow. That starts in the morning and gradually tracks from west to east out of the region as we finish out the day. Friday, we're in and out of the showers and storms, and that's going to be maybe about a 60 to up to about a 70 to 80% chance of that occurring, depends on where it's going. The northeast right now looks to be the heaviest of that rainfall as you get into Wausau and areas just by Medford as well. allow some maybe about a couple of inches of rainfall for the forecast there. But let's get into it. Highs for today, we're going from 78 all the way to about 85 degrees. La Crosse at 85, 82 for Eau Claire. And we're going to see the 70s popping into the picture. And I know you see the 70s, you're like, hey, that's comfortable, it's really great. Then we'll get to the 80s. But this stuff sneaks up on you. These 70s and these 80s, you got to remember to hydrate, especially if you're playing pickleball today. You got to make sure you get that water, Gatorade, like I like to drink all the time as well. I've been doing that since I was a little kid, and it continues to do that as we go through the day. So we're seeing that overnight tonight, a few clouds sneaking in the picture here. You're also going to see that storm activity that I told you about, some showers to storms working in the forecast for tomorrow morning's commute. So a little bit of wet on the roadways. Not a whole lot. It's a 20 to 30% chance. You're seeing it's already dissipated. It's 10 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's already gone. More showers and storms are going to pop up around Boscobel as well as Prairie du Chien as well. But look up to the north. Man, that's a big batch of storm activity there. That continues to drop right on top of areas by Eau Claire with storms there. Ladysmith takes the brunt of that. That's about 5 o'clock going to your evening commute now. That swings out of the region, but you're still seeing a break from Winona down to La Crosse, so not much happening. But you could see some residual moisture trying to develop right here. And as that happens, you see a few showers trying to pop up from time to time. More showers are going to try to still linger in this region here between Marshfield all the way down to Vogue Field. I know that's out of the region, but that's where most of that rainfall is going to be, tracking to the east and getting heavier as it goes closer to Green Bay as well as the lake. We're back into it again by 7 a.m. on Friday. Similar conditions starting off from I-94, extending all the way down to I-90. That continues with storm activity. It breaks down, gets up to a little shower activity here and there. Little bits of that continues on throughout the day. Heavier stuff down by Richland, getting all the way out to Madison. That tracks out with another batch coming in for Saturday. That could stay for the morning, but it looks like it may stay a little bit longer. We've got some winds that'll gust up to about 33 miles per hour. Some more gusts up to 22 miles per hour as you get into the forecast there. And as we go into how this all shapes up over the next few days, my friends, this is how it's all going to play out. You'll go right back into it looking at this. You've got temperatures rising from 85 possibly to 87 degrees by Friday. 60% chance of showers, possibly a little bit higher. Saturday, you've got a little bit of showers in the morning. Sunshine prevails for the better part of the day going into your Sunday. More showers and storms coming back again toward midweek of next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. The Trump administration celebrating a win with the Supreme Court this morning. How his plans to reshape the government may soon be restarted. We'll have those details, and why a new study is finding your personality may help you figure out which workout is best for you. Those surprising details after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in the Blitz, the Loggers lighting up the scoreboard in Game 1 of a doubleheader, plus Jacob Mizorowski and the crew matching up with Clayton Kershaw and the Dodgers. Stick around.
Don't wait for better water. With Maxwell White Water Conditioning, you get water you will feel good about with every sip, every bath, every day. And easy financing to make it happen now. Call today and start enjoying better water tomorrow.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily, Jardiance, at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Maxwell White Water Conditioning brings you the all-new Dual Media Water Softener. Say hello to softer skin, luxurious hair, and water that feels amazing. Call Maxwell White today, where better water starts here.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, the middle of the summer means the Northwoods League season is heating up. The Loggers already have clinched their playoff spot, but that wasn't going to stop them from putting on a show at Copeland Park yesterday for Game 1 of a doubleheader. Let's go to the Lumberyard. Loggers hosting the Waterloo Bucks. Northwoods League All-Star R.J. Hamilton would open up the game with a walk, and the LSU product, John Pearson, would make him pay. He's all over this pitch, and that's all over the wall in right field for a 2-run shot, his first of the Northwoods League season. Fourth inning now, and Hamilton catches the Bucks off guard. The steal of home puts La Crosse up 3. And with runners in scoring position, Carson Oland hits a line shot into right field. 2 more runs come around to score. Loggers up 5. And they weren't done. Still in the fourth, Eli Small is going to be up here, and he breaks his bat, but he's going to beat out the throw to first base. That scores 1 more. Loggers cruise from there. 18-9 is your final in game 1 of the day, and the Bucks take game 2. Well, how about the treat for fans at AmFam Field yesterday? One of the upcoming stars of the game on the mound, Jacob Mizorowski, against the future Hall of Famer, Clayton Kershaw. Not an ideal start for the Brewer flamethrower, though. First batter of the game, meet one of the most talented players to ever hold a bat, Shohei Ohtani, going yard to put LA up 1. In the fourth, the Crew get even. It's the new guy, Andrew Vaughn, delivering again in a big spot with a base knock to left. That'll score William Contreras. And then the very next hitter is Isaac Collins, and he finds a gap in the infield. Jackson Churio cruises in to put Milwaukee up 1. Back to the Miz. Boy, did he ever settle in after that home run in the first. 6 innings, 4 hits allowed, 1 run and 12 strikeouts. Gets out of the jam in the 6th and is fired up. Then it's Sal Frelick providing some insurance in the 8th. Solo blast puts the Crew up by 2. Brewers take this one by a final of 3-1, and Milwaukee is now a season high 12 games over 500. News dropping before the game yesterday involving the injury status of Rhys Hoskins, and it's not as good as initially thought. The Brewers' first baseman expected to be sidelined for approximately 6 weeks due to a left thumb sprain. Hoskins injured his finger back on Saturday in Miami when he reached for a tag on a play at first. This season in 82 games, he's got a .242 batting average with 12 home runs and 42 RBIs. All right, that'll do for the Blitz. We'll see you back here later tonight.
Summer is here. Get everything you need for grilling or smoking with the Summer Freezer Filler Bundle from the Holman Locker and Meat Market. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Lassen Exteriors. Our highly trained technicians can install the complete water management system for your home with our exclusive custom gutters, gutter helmet, and helmet heat. Gutter helmet is filter free, so it will never clog, guaranteeing you'll never clean your gutters again. Receive up to 22% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Experience the thrill of gaming at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin. Whether you're a slots enthusiast or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Enjoy delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more memories and adventure to your visit at any one of our 6 locations. And coming soon to Beloit. More of our amazing gaming options, amenities, and outstanding service you can count on. Find your fun today at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in. Trade it in. The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. Trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in. Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King.
Every great night's sleep starts with Natrol.
New Natrol Sleep and Restore for your ultimate restorative sleep.
But thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Where's the best place for local, fresh, quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. This month, our Locker Dogs and Cheddar Dogs are on sale. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
Sunshine, no showers, and of course, sunny skies coming our way as we finish out this afternoon. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
Right now, this morning, a double homicide in Middleton leads to a deadly standoff in Vernon County. What we know about the chase. The death toll keeps climbing in Texas. Now more than 160 people missing from those 4th of July floods. The mounting pressure over warnings that never came. And later this morning, author Heidi Seifkas joins us live with inspiring stories from La Crosse, Mindoro, and West Salem that are touching readers worldwide. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Wednesday, July 9th, the sun is up and it's going to be another hot day out there. We'll send it over now to meteorologist Art Jarrett. You've got the itsy bitsy spider visiting you this morning.
Still holding on, getting closer to that sun. Don't do it, Icarus. Don't do it. Hey, as we get into the forecast, we're looking at the sunshine, as Alexandra just mentioned, but tomorrow we get some shower possibilities moving in, then stormy conditions going into Friday as well. First, we start off with a little bit of fog and low cloud activity as we get into your forecast here. Some of that continues on as we go through the morning hours, and eventually it'll begin to pick up. Now, we're also going to be seeing, as we go into it, drier conditions holding on to your forecast. Right now, not much happening on the radar. We're also going to be finding ourselves getting into this. Yeah, we're going to be seeing sunshine across the board as you go through the forecast today. Plenty of sunshine, 60s, 70s, and the low to middle 80s. We may be shy of 85 degrees today, which I'd like to have, but we're also going to see temperatures get up to about 82 degrees for Eau Claire. They've got the sun. They've got a few clouds sneaking on by, but dry conditions and quiet weather is especially around your forecast. You're also going to see today from 78 to about 85 degrees for your forecast, but by the time we get into Friday, we have severe weather potential. We could see some damaging wind. We could see some heavy rainfall at times in your forecast, but it is a low risk for severe weather, just to let you know. I'll have more about that coming up in just a moment, but for now, here's a look at the next 4 days of your local weather. Be safe out there and have a wonderful day.
Turning now to a developing story, a double homicide suspect is dead after a standoff in Vernon County. Middleton police say they found a man and woman dead in their home on Stonebrook Circle yesterday afternoon. Officials say the suspect fled, then led police on a chase to Vernon County, where his vehicle was stopped along Highway 14 between Viroqua and Reedstown. During the standoff, authorities say the suspect took his own life.
We're assisting another agency, and more information is being gathered. But to the public, situation's under control. The public is not in any danger.
Police have not identified the victims or suspect. An Eau Claire teenager faces charges after federal agents seized illegal weapon modifiers. Jaden Camdis is charged with 4 felony counts of attempting to possess machine gun conversion devices. Authorities first found the devices when stopping a package addressed to a fake name. Officials say when questioned, Camdis denied knowing about the package, but later discussed the website where they were sold. His preliminary hearing is set for July 22nd. And the catastrophic flooding in central Texas has killed at least 110 people, making it the deadliest freshwater flooding event in this country since 1976. More than 160 people are still missing, including 5 campers and a counselor from Camp Mystic. Search and rescue efforts are continuing, as Lee Waldman reports.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott toured much of the area devastated by last week's deadly flash flooding on Tuesday.
Primary job right now continues to be locating everybody who was affected by this flood. There still remain those who are missing. We have to find every single person who's missing.
As the death toll rises, well over 100 people are still missing. We are also hearing amazing stories of survival. Erin Burgess says she received no official warning about flooding Friday morning before finding herself in waist-deep floodwater as water rushed into her home.
We tried to get to high ground, but we floated. My boyfriend and my dog went one direction. My son and I went another direction, where we got stuck on a tree.
More than an hour later, unbelievable relief as the family was reunited, safe and alive.
I just hugged them. I screamed. I hugged them.
Among the search for survivors are those looking for beloved pets. The nonprofit shelter Austin Pets Alive has rescued more than 150 animals since the severe flooding event. This dog, named Superman, was found by the group on a pile of debris. Unfortunately, his human didn't survive. The group says he is in a temporary home until his other family members can take him.
There's not as many lives saved as you want, but there is these glimmers of hope that keep everybody going.
In Kerrville, I'm Lee Waldman.
President Trump will plan to visit Texas on Friday. We're closely monitoring the situation. We will bring you updates as they develop on air and online. To the Middle East now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu just wrapped up his Washington visit, pushing a new ceasefire deal with Hamas. This comes as new video shows an Israeli strike in Lebanon killed a key Hamas commander. The peace proposal includes a 60-day pause in fighting, hostage releases, and Israeli troop withdrawals from parts of Gaza. Netanyahu discussed the deal after meeting with House Speaker Mike Johnson on Capitol Hill.
It's a good proposal. It matches Steve Witkoff's original idea, and we think that we've gotten closer to it, and I hope we can cross the line.
Administration officials believe the ceasefire could be finalized this week. The U.S. Supreme Court is siding with Trump's plan for mass federal layoffs and reorganization efforts, but only temporarily. The case stemmed from an executive order Trump signed in February aimed at slashing the size of federal agencies. More than a dozen unions and local governments challenged what they called the largest legal battle yet over federal downsizing. The Trump administration says it has the authority to make those cuts. And here closer to home, your car just got more expensive in Onalaska. City Council just approved a new wheel tax. The 4-2 vote means you'll pay $25 annually for every car you keep in the city. The tax covers a projected budget deficit of more than $300,000, and the money can only go toward transportation costs. Council members added that 3-year limit after public pushback.
I understand the concerns. I mean, $25 here, $15 there. What's next? But if you're going to do something, you have to keep the city functioning.
Some officials say it beats closing the library or aquatic center or hitting every household with a fire protection fee. The tax starts November 1st, running through 2028. And we polled you, asking you whether you think a $25 wheel tax to fund transportation projects in Onalaska is worthwhile. 18.5% said yes, 76.9% said no, and 4.6% were unsure. Your driving costs are climbing statewide too. Starting in October, vehicle title fees jump $50. License renewals will cost you $8.50 more. The increases come from the state's new budget to fix roads and bridges. The governor says it'll raise nearly $200 million. And the Cooley Coalition needs volunteers for the 2025 homeless count. The point-in-time count takes place overnight, July 23rd to 24th, to survey unsheltered individuals and families in the region. Organizers say the effort provides a critical snapshot that informs funding, services, and policy decisions statewide. If you'd like to help, contact Monica Horner at the number on your screen. Turning now to some morning medical news. American children are sicker than ever and dying at alarming rates. A new study found children's health has declined over the last 17 years across obesity, physical and mental health, and child mortality. American children ages 1 to 19 are 80% more likely to die compared to kids in other wealthy nations. Researchers say more needs to be done to figure out why children's health keeps getting worse. And another new study is finding that matching your personality to your workout could help keep you motivated. Researchers found people who were extroverted enjoyed the higher intensity fitness tests, while people who were described as neurotic enjoyed a home-based, lighter workout session. And now we will send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He has an update on that morning commute. Get the sunglasses out today, Art.
Oh, tell me about it. Oh, it's looking so beautiful. Nothing all about it. It's all about sunshine, greenery, and of course quiet weather this local morning, as well as we get into the afternoon, as well as into your evening hours. Hey, take a look. 57 degrees out there right now, 11 miles of visibility, so we're looking pretty good for you there. We'll take a look as we go towards Tomah as well. Shelby going the other direction. 58 degrees, just clicked over there. Feels like it's 59 degrees, calm conditions. 4 miles of visibility, so a little bit of light patchy fog out there for you right now. Good looking skies out there for areas right by Eau Claire. As you can see, absolutely gorgeous. 61 degrees. It feels like 60 degrees, and of course you've got 10 miles of visibility. It's looking pretty good. I was hoping to get Menominee. There it is. You've got the sunshine, a little bit of glaze out there, or haze, I should say. Of course, a little spider web is out there right now, but you're looking at sky trackers. We finish out the morning hours. You're looking at clearing skies right now. Sunshine will be pretty much abound. By the 4 o'clock hour, we'll hold hold on to some good-looking conditions as well. Not showing any of the temperatures right now, but I apologize about this. But you're going to be seeing rainfall possibilities as we get to the 6:30 hour here, finishing out, holding on to the morning hours for tomorrow. So a beginning of a wet commute for you as you go into Thursday. You're also looking at conditions to be like this: sunshine with a little bit of fog still holding on to some locations. That looks like areas from Soldiers Grove all the way to Gays Mills. They've backed off the fog, so that's a good idea right now for you there. Sunshine prevails for everybody along the central zone. La Crosse will get to 85 degrees today, possibly, and then switching back up to the north, Ladysmith at 80 degrees, and all the way down to Eau Claire at about 82 degrees in your forecast. And as we roll right into it, we've got some shower potential as we go into tomorrow by 6 a.m. in the morning, possibly coming back again in the afternoon. We'll also see similar conditions as we go into areas right by Eau Claire with storm activity possibly by the 4 o'clock hour. That's a look at your local weather. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8. Hudson is turning 8. He enjoys sports, reading, and spending time with his friends. Happy birthday to you, Hudson. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for that Submit Pictures button. Still ahead, an author who rebuilt her life twice shares the secret to turning your worst moments into your greatest triumphs. That's coming right up.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily, Jardiance, at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help. Your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We build it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
All right, getting into your local forecast today, this is what's going to happen for you. Slowly but surely, we're going to be seeing temperatures rise from the 60s into the 70s and the local 80s. But eventually, we start off with your morning holding on to just a few skies, holding on to some sunshine, a little bit of patchy fog out there right now, but that's going to get out of the way within the hour. Radar's actually showing not much, but as we get into your local forecast, slowly but surely we'll get into some sunshine. Let's get this popped up for you so you can see what's going on here. There you go, I'm back. It's dry conditions, near seasonal weather. Chance of showers and storms in your forecast, and we'll see more of that coming in for Friday with a low risk of severe weather popping into your forecast there. Then we'll carry over to how this all shapes up. We get into temperatures today. All right, my color is all back on my graphics. You're holding on to 70s and some low to middle 80s in your forecast. We'll get into tomorrow morning, 70s appear after we get out of some early morning 60s for your lows. Eventually, as we go right into the afternoon, you're looking at some temperatures trying to get to the middle 80s, but for now it looks like it's falling short, going into about, say, 83 degrees. Some clouds coming back again as we go into the overnight hours to mostly clear skies. Clouds start to pick up. We get some rainfall potential as we go into 6 o'clock in the morning all the way to the 7 o'clock hour in your forecast. But look, it just kind of gets out of the way, dissipates as we quickly go into the noon hour and the 1 o'clock hour. Clouds still holding on down to the south, though, but storm activities well up to the north as you get north of Ladysmith as well. Then eventually Eau Claire kind of sweeps right back down, coming from the west to east, drops down some storm activity from Ladysmith to Eau Claire. That's going to sweep out to Marshfield as well as getting to Wausau. Heavy storm activity. Black River Falls could be a part of that as well. Sparta could see some mist and drizzle associated with that as well. Then that tracks out slowly but surely. It kind of lingers there a little bit over on that side to our northeast, and eventually we get more storm activity kicking up, but it's out of the region. We have a little bit of limited cloud cover here locally, and then of course we open up the skies eventually a few hours later with 7 a.m. in the morning where you're getting more storm coming back into the overnight hours. And then for your morning commute for Friday as well, to be a little bit on the wet side, in and out of it we go. We'll see some showers popping up for the most part down by I-90, then eventually that tracks out of the region with a little spotty shower from time to time. And then eventually we'll see those showers continue all the way into the early morning hours for Saturday morning. We're also looking at some winds kicking in up to 33 miles per hour, in some cases down to 22 as you go into Viroqua. So that will push possible wind gusts getting into La Crosse from time to time up to at least 25 to about 30 mile per hour winds. Once we get into the forecast showing you how this all picks up, we'll go into it looking like this. We'll hold on to the conditions to be 85 to at least 86 degrees for today going into tomorrow. Then eventually 87 degrees come in with, again, that stormy conditions rolling in from west to east through the forecast. Then we'll get into Saturday into the early morning hours with some rainfall potential. It's about a 20% chance. Sunshine does prevail. And of course, we will leave no book unturned till we get into Sunday with more sunshine for you, leading into Monday with more rainfall coming in for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
Thank you, Art. New this morning, a Coulee Region author is highlighting the resilience of people right here in our community. Heidi Siefkas wrote Look Up, Global Stories of Resilience, and features 4 local stories of people who overcame some incredible challenges. She's with us now. Good morning, Heidi. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We're excited to learn more about your book. So you faced 2 major life tragedies that forced you to completely restart. Tell us a little bit about what the rock bottom moment was that inspired this book here.
Definitely my first life interruption was the lesson and spark for the book. By taking out the trash, my life changed in an instant. Wow. And all of our lives can change in an instant. I turned the corner, taking out the last night's pizza box to the dumpster, and a 1,000-pound tree limb struck me.
Wow.
I awoke 7 days later in a trauma hospital with a broken neck.
Wow.
The ripple effect was threefold. I lost my health, career, and marriage, and I documented that in my first book, When All Balls Drop. But the lesson is that we have a choice whenever a curveball in life hits us to look up.
Wow, okay.
All right, so first of all, of course, with resilience, that means you didn't lose your spirit, your inner angels. So tell me, after you've interviewed 30 people across the world, how have you chosen to stick with resilience?
The people that I interviewed also inspired me. We all know people in our lives that are our mentors, whether they're a neighbor, family member, colleague, and we have true real life sheroes and heroes in our lives. And so I started interviewing those specific people in my life. And then I went for friends and online connections. And I have curated a collection of people from all walks of life and all around the world. But of course, this took time, 3 years. I started writing in Maui, so there's a story of the Maui fire. There's also stories from where I reside now, which is Nashville. And I came back to my roots, and there's 4 stories from right here in the Coulee region.
Yeah, so 4 stories, people from places like Mindoro and Mondovi. So what did you discover? Here back in your home region of the Coulee region, what did you discover about the resilience of people right here where we are?
Being born and raised here, I know the work ethic of people from the area. And we work hard, but when adversity hits us, we don't give up. And we have this incredible inner strength, but we don't do it alone. We tap into our community, and with our community, we triumph. And so I give thanks to all the contributors to the book, but a special shout out to those 4 here in the region. Tom Thibodeau from Viterbo University, Rhonda McGowan from Logan High School, Amy Becker from Holman, and Maria Forrester Olston from La Crosse.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, very interesting to see those people, right here in our community.
That is true. How can we follow along and how can we get this book?
If you'd like signed copies at the historic Trimpolo Hotel in the Station Cafe in Trimpolo, but always in all formats, Audible, ebook, and print on Amazon.
Okay, great to know. All right, anything else you want to say before we go, Heidi?
Follow along at HeidiSiefkes.com, and remember, here's to looking up always.
That's great. Your story is truly inspiring. So thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Great to see you.
Happiness and
Thank you.
blessings to you.
Stay with us. We're back right after this.
Coming up on CBS Mornings, major concerns about national security today after artificial intelligence was used to impersonate Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Kelly O'Grady's looking into this and the increasingly sophisticated deep fakes, as they're known, also how you can protect yourself. Plus, summer, full swing, it's here, your brain's in vacation mode. How about your skin? We're going to talk to a board-certified dermatologist about the best ways to keep your skin safe from the sun. And speaking of summer, what would a good barbecue be without a summer cocktail to go with whatever you're eating? We're going to talk to Food and Wine about some of the most delicious and refreshing summer drinkaroos. All that and more coming up at 7.
Protect yourself from the harsh sun with Sonesta retractable awnings and solar screens from Asher Laston Exteriors. Receive up to 22% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
At Sealands Carpetland, we have a huge flooring selection, but we offer tiles for more than just your floors. Looking to update your kitchen backsplash? We've got you covered. Remodeling your bathroom shower or walls? We got that too. With the wide variety of colors, shapes, and sizes, you'll find exactly what you need to bring your dream space to life. At Sealands Carpetland, where our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Save on Stressless by the truckload at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Every season, Stressless updates styles and leathers, but first we need to make room. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we took advantage of big discounts on discontinued styles, leathers, and overstocks. Now we're passing a truckload of savings on to you. You'll find sofas, love seats, chairs and ottomans, even power recliners, all at amazingly low prices. Don't delay. Quantities are extremely limited. Take advantage of truckload savings on Stressless, only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready for this moment. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
To everyone who finds joy in a great meal, we can't wait to see you again at Culver's.
What makes us happy is making you happy. We want every meal to be filled with big bite moments.
Lick the spoon moments.
And even get your hands off my cheese curds moments.
They're just too good to share.
From the juiciest bites to the sweetest scoops.
We're all about bringing people together over delicious food.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Yeah!
Protect your home with Tundra seamless gutters and gutter helmet from Asher Laston Exteriors. Receive up to 22% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
2 89-year-olds are serving up inspiration on lacrosse pickleball courts. There they are. The Lacrosse Pickleball Club celebrated Carol and Susie at their legacy night. Both women still dominating the court at 89. About 50 members gathered at the Blue Zone to honor these players who are proving that age is just a number.
Live life to the fullest. Love it as you go. Everybody can play pickleball. It's a sport for everyone. It's kind of low impact sometimes, sometimes not, but you know, you can play all abilities.
Both women still play regularly. You go, ladies. Time for your morning news now. A double homicide suspect is dead after a standoff in Vernon County. Middleton police say they found a man and woman dead in their home on Stonebrook Circle yesterday. Officials say the suspect fled and led police on a chase to Vernon County, where his vehicle was stopped along Highway 14 between Viroqua and Reedstown. During the standoff, authorities say the suspect took his own life.
We're assisting another agency, and you know, more information is being gathered. But to the public, situation's under control. The public is not in any danger.
Police have not yet identified the victims or suspect. The death toll in Texas, meantime, continuing to climb in the wake of the 4th of July flash flooding. The governor said that more than 100 people have died. 161 are still missing. Yesterday, the governor toured the damage by helicopter. We are closely monitoring the situation. We will bring you updates as they develop. And your car just got more expensive in Onalaska. City Council just approved a new wheel tax. The 4-2 vote means you'll pay $25 for each vehicle every year you keep in the city. The tax covers a projected budget deficit of more than $300,000. The money can only go toward transportation costs. Council members added a 3-year limit on that tax after public pushback.
I understand the concerns. I mean, $25 here, $15 there. What's next? But if you're going to do something, you have to keep the city functioning.
Some officials say it beats closing the library or aquatic center or hitting every household with a fire protection fee. The tax will start November 1st, running through 2028.
Okay, local weather, away we go. With sunshine, you've got a day of temperatures rolling in from the 60s, 70s, the 80s will start to follow in and fill in for our middle 80s for your forecast today, possibly up to 85 degrees for our highest temperature today. We'll also see as we roll right into the next few days, local temperatures will continue to warm above seasonal average, getting up to about 87 degrees despite shower and thunderstorm potential for Thursday into Friday. We'll take a break as we go right into your weekend here, holding on to sunshine eventually after the morning hours, and then give you a few clouds going into next week with more showers and storms on the way.
Thanks for waking up with us. Coming up at noon, UWL is finally getting the money to fix up its Science Center. What's planned for the Prairie Springs Science Center revamp? Coming up when we see you back here at noon.